Wait till we get back to the room. Yeah.
Do cowboys sleep?
No, I'm telling you. We don't get no sleep tonight. No sleep. See, no sleep tonight. No, I'm telling you. I'm about that business. Real talk, I'm about that business. Okay? Laugh now, cry later. You know what time it is, right?
What time is it?
I'm gonna do the little things that you like me to do.
Okay.
I got you. I got you, okay?
Give me just a second there.
I drop the best. She know me love the summer when that girl left us. Like I know things are manifest. I'm a white boy to left. Let me tell you the truth in a press. Cause the girl on the side drop the best. All when she ready to go up and caress. And she have the bump on the text. Them know what we do when them want to.
Don't look at me. Keep your head straight. Come here. You see, fine grip.
Don't do that if you're not trying to do nothing.
Yeah, I'm not the one to play like that.
What is it, bro?
You see, come here.
You over here feeling my arm. It feels
stand
good
up.
though.
Stand up.
I thought y'all said you wasn't gonna touch it.
See.
So like,
Let me stop for air. Let me stop. Hey, man, I ain't the one to play. If you really, you feel me? I'm keeping a buck with you for real. We go upstairs. We doing that.
You gonna give me that massage you was talking about?
A little more than that, though.
You sound fine. As long as it's a good time.
Come on in.
No. What is this? Here's the real question.
I get recommended it.
So, are you being honest right now, or are you just saying that?
I'm being very honest. You know what you got?
So that bothering you when you say it?
Because how can you tell a grown man that his... Like, how do you comfortably say it really ain't working or it's really not good? Like, I understand people are a grower and not a shower, but you're not a grower or a fucking shower.
So why you saying it now?
Well, shit, you want some... Shit, I'm just letting you know what it is. You asked me why I'm cheating, why I'm not loyal. Shit, I'm letting you know. You wanted an answer.
I helped you with your startup money. I helped you buy product. I helped you with your taxes. I helped you get grants for small busizuses. Don't tell me what I didn't help you with.
Honest, okay, you telling me all you helped me with, but what the fuck that got to do with your peen? It don't work.
You know what?
Okay.
Coochie dry bookie, what the fuck you want me to do? So you trying to embarrass me, but who's really embarrassed? Nah. That rhino pill, let's try it. I get recommended it.
So, are you being honest right now, or are you just saying that?
I'm being very honest. You know, is this what you wanted to hear? Because you obviously looking. This is the answer you wanted, right? You wanted some truth. This is the truth.
I wanted the truth the same time you was asking me for money. I wanted the truth the same time you was laying next to me telling me about your problems you was having with your business and I was being real with you. That's what I wanted.
Okay, in the same way I rolled over and told you about the problems with my business, I expected to roll over and get some good dick, but that ain't happened. So,
Bet.
shit.
I got a question for you though, Shay.
Yes.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. You always do, brother.
It's a two-part.
Before you go, you sure you don't want to save it for your podcast?
Oh, listen. One thing about me, I do my homework.
Got it. All right, I got you.
Hey, I'll give you this one.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
I'll give you this one.
Let's do it.
I think
the
two.
jab, the hook's coming later.
No, like for sure. Like I'm a person who I study my opponent. You know, and that's not in a derogatory way. That's just how I prepare.
Yeah,
right?
in the arena.
So for you, two parts. What age, time, team was Shaq personally feeling like can't nobody with me? That's one. And number two, what was your most perfect game?
All right, let me go to number 2 first. My most perfect game was the birthday game where I hit 61 points. But it wasn't supposed to be perfect because I don't know if you had a ritual, but I always had a ritual. So my ritual, wake up at 8, go to shoot around at 10, come home 12, sleep from 12 to 4, take the same route, get to the game. But it's my birthday. We in LA, so you already know. And we playing the bump Clippers. I'm partying tonight. The ritual. I'm out meeting with club owners, meeting with drink distributors. I'm setting the party up, so I didn't really get no rest. So I get home at 3, take a shower. I got to get back on the road, so I'm tired. So the Clippers, they come out, they smoking us. So now everybody looking at me to play. And then before that, I asked them 20 tickets, and they charged me. Because like Staples Center was my like when I asked for tickets, I want tickets. It ain't no, but they charged me. So now I was already mad about that. Now we losing to everybody looking at me. And my Uncle Jerome, who sat by the bench, he smacked me in the head and said, "Up, you got to go today." So now I'm playing. And I didn't realize Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was assistant coach.
for the Clippers.
Yeah, I never knew he was over there. So one time I get it, and I look back, I'm like, oh, that's Kareem, but he got his head down. I was like, what? You ain't gonna
Watch me.
Yeah, you ain't gonna look at me, Kareem. So I shoot a little sky hook and go, and crowd go crazy. He put his head down. So then during the timeouts, I'm like, this ain't even look at me. So then I think it was Michael Alakawande. Kareem was telling him how to stop me. Like, keep doing like that. I said, I told him, I said, hey, don't nobody shoot and give me the ball. I don't give a what Phil Jackson say, give me the ball. So I was, and I just kept going, and my free throws was hitting. I got my little elbow in. I was shooting that free throws.
It's not a little elbow, by the way. Massive.
So that's that. I felt like I was Shaq. Earlier in Orlando, I knew I could compete. You know, we had a segment where I said when I first met Jordan, I was terrified. Because, like, you know how you talked about that Michael Vick poster? I had the Jordan poster. So when we went to Chicago and I came out and he did a move and it was perfect, I was like, damn. And the crowd was going crazy. So then he come one time and he shoot and I almost blocked him. I was like, oh, shit, this is human. So that kind of calmed down. But I was also terrified of Patrick Ewing. Put your hand out. So we go to the Knicks. No, give me a fist. We go to the Knicks. I'm from Jersey, so we got the whole family there. And I'm kind of nervous before the game. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I ain't going to be scared. So I was like, hey, Mr. Ewing, nice to meet you. Shut the fuck up, rookie. I'm a bust your. Now the try to punk me. I'm like, so I look at my uncle. I was like,
Nowhere.
So when I did pretty good against Patrick, I knew I could play. So then I landed. But then when I got to LA and we was getting swept, I still had doubts. But then when Phil came, he said, hey man, I'm only here because of you. I was like, what you mean because of me? He said, hey, I'm only here because of you. I know if you do it, I tell you we can win. I said, okay, what's the first thing you need to do? You need to stop rapping and doing commercials. I was like, Phil, you with the money, dog. He's like, hey man, if you do that, we'll win. So I always knew I could play and compete, but I knew I was Shaq when I got to LA and when Phil came and solidified it. Because I always tell people, if you get a coach with a great resume, the players will always respect them.
Yeah.
Because I played for a lot of coaches in timeouts down by one.
Nervous.
And then, you know, just don't get done. But when I played,
cool, calm, collected.
Phil was cool. So when I played for Phil and Pat, I knew that, you know, we had a chance to win.
There are so many correlations between you two. It's wild. Phil and Bill, the stature on the court. This is coming out later, but we are recording this on Leap Day, February 29th. I don't know if you know this. That is supposedly the birthday of Superman, February 29th.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You were Superman. You were Superman.
And why you like Superman? You want me to go first?
Yes, sir.
So when the movie first came out, first time in the movie theater, and I seen it run faster than the train. That's the only thing I remember. In Jersey, I lived by the train yard. So one day that train was coming, and I took off, and then I probably was way ahead of the train. I probably way, but I took off and I wouldn't catch up, but then I just pew, and then I crossed that. I was like, oh, I'm Superman. That's why I like Superman.
All from the train.
All from the train, because he outran the train, I outran the train. And I was since 4 or 5 years old. Why you like Superman?
It was self-appointed. I liked the dinosaur more so. When I was in college, Auburn, Trooper Taylor, we was playing Kentucky. And rest in peace. He was like, we're playing the Lakers, we're going to get that Kobe. The Cavaliers, we're giving that to LeBron. Auburn Tigers, we're going to get that to Cam Newton. You were a dinosaur. You were extinct. You would never be duplicated again. And I thought that one was going to stick, but it didn't. Then when I got to the league, they just said Superman because he does a lot. Then I was like, well, what about Dwight Howard? You know what I'm saying? What about Shaq?
Ooh.
God, why would you say that? This interview is going so well.
Oh, there's B.
No, it ain't no beef.
No, it's just,
Just
you know.
See, that's the thing about media. Like, you got to give the people what they want to hear. And so
So you did that on purpose?
I didn't.
Unnecessary.
I was still telling my story.
He said Dwight.
I know.
Superman.
I was still telling my story though.
Yeah, no, sorry.
And if you really know Superman, his father name is my middle name, Jarrell. Yeah. So I was like, yo, it was meant to be. But
I did love his celebration though.
oh yeah, it was.
Opening up.
yeah, I have to say this. You know what I'm saying? This dude more plugged than Barack Obama. Like, and not a lot of people have a presence, or it's like, Shaq was here.
Yeah.
He's here right now. And then like you can't see him or touch him. It's like, bro, I'm me. Like, no. You got to go through this person, then go through that person, then you got to go through that person.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he's a person for you. I want to give you your flowers that give guys like me hope. Like the authenticity that you bring, the measure of just staying organic to who you are, bro. Being in movies, whether movies or making music and still dominating at a high level, bro. Like, thank you for empowering me to be me. Thank you, bro.
I appreciate that.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Pablo.
Hi,
What's your name?
Coco.
Coco.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I see you. You struggling. You drive one of these before?
Yeah, I've been driving for a little bit, but I've never driven this type of truck, so it's kind of.
Oh, okay. Well, CDL holder myself. You know what I'm saying? I know how to move around these
You
trucks.
have your Class A?
No. I'm a CDL professional rider. You know what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
Like, I'm a professional passenger rider. Like, I ride with all the CDL holders.
But you drive, right? You drive the truck?
Yeah. I drive trucks, Ford, pickup, you know what I'm saying? Little Toyota Tundras in there, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm talking about like 18-wheelers. You drive?
yeah. This is a day cab, right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yep. So how you like? You new here, you said, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So how they treat you here?
I mean, it's okay, I guess. Like, I mean, the pay is all right. I wish it could be better, but you know.
I mean, seems like I'm coming to the rescue. I'm about to help you how to open up your own little hood, and so if you don't mind me asking, I don't want to be all up in your business. How much you get paid for a mile?
Like 55 cents.
What? They pay you that? Oh my, they know how to start treating their employees better. You know what I'm saying? Because I pay my drivers $4 a mile.
$4?
$4. I give you $4 a mile.
$4.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
$4.
Yes, like $4 for like $4 American dollars. We ain't talking about pesos. You
A
hear?
mile.
A mile, baby girl. A mile. Let me show you how to open up your truck. Come here. Come on. Let me. This is how you know I know all about this. Come over here. You see that little tab right there?
Yeah.
Pop that tab right there, baby girl. Just pull it up.
Like that?
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
And then the other side got the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. So I mean, you willing to come work for another spot or?
I mean, yeah. $4, you can't pass up $4. Nobody makes that kind of money.
I mean, I could probably give you $5 if you bilingual.
Yo hablo español.
Oh, what? ¿Dónde eres tú?
De México.
Órale, what's up, mexicana?
Hola.
Troquera?
Troquera.
What? I like your little pink. Oh, let me see your pink. Is it like you got your little design on? Is this on you? Look at the gloves. Oh wow! Wait, those are your nails?
Yeah, they're my nails.
Where'd you get those at? Oh,
I made them.
you made them?
Yeah.
Oh, you get the little bedazzle. I see your little. Hey, yeah, let me get that number 3 large. my fault. A trucker joke. I know y'all don't like it like that. But that must be another driver. Look, so let me just let me give you my number.
Okay.
If you're interested, llame, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll call you. All right.
What's your name again?
Coco.
Coco. Nice to meet you. Have fun. Yes. Te llamo Rato. Yeah. So
All
pop
right,
the other
see
side.
you.
Pop the other
Okay,
side.
I will. Thank you.
Damn. Dude, let me talk. This is my thing. First of all, we saying who has the best dinner roll / biscuit. Behind me is KFC because they are number L. This is my thing. Last place, 6th place, KFC biscuits, man drive. You need a whole drink for each biscuit. This is a fact. 5th place, Popeyes. It's all right. Still dry, but they got that honey. You can add that honey to it. Now, 4th place, I gotta go homemade dinner roll. This is a fact. Homemade dinner rolls are crazy. If you're making a homemade meal and you don't have any of the other ones, I better see a homemade dinner roll. Stop playing with me. Where's the yeast? You wild. It's my thing. Stop it. 3rd place, cornbread. This is a fact. Cornbread. Now, if you have it, if you get somebody that makes it crazy with a glaze, now we could talk about a different position. Pause if I would. That was kind of crazy. 2nd place, Cheddar Bay biscuits. Always good. Number 1 though. You already know it's the Hawaiian roll. Stop playing. It's good at every point. This is my thing. This is a 24 pack. By the time I got home from the store, it'd probably be an 18 pack. This is a fact. You can eat them like that raw. Because you low-key supposed to cook them, but who does that? Who wants to wait? They're too good to wait to put them in the oven. You know you're supposed to cook these? I didn't know either until I really looked at the package one day because I'm like, hey, these is good. How are you supposed to cook them?
The Snow Bunny will find a black man in progress. She will find him on the job. She will find him on the university. And that Snow Bunny will see a black man with potential, and she will invest in him. And then when the sister see him 5 years later, he's a millionaire, and the sister say, look at that sellout. He went and got a white girl. But guess what? When he was looking for a sister to help him level up, none of them wanted it. You know why? Too many black women want a finished product. Black women have to stop expecting men to be a finished product. It's harder on us. Help him level up and become what you need him to be.
I don't need to coddle a man and be there, and I've worked my way up the
Investing in a
same
man
way.
is not coddling.
I don't think you need to invest. I don't think it's necessary in that way. Why is
you have Eurocentric
but why is it only?
Because the big reason why these snow bunnies are running off with black men is they're meeting them when they have nothing, but they believe in their vision. And black women are waiting for him to cross the finish line.
No, hang my ass. You supposed to come see me 2-3 days ago. I gave you that rent money.
Okay, you're right, but I've been really, really busy with the kids.
Busy with the kids. Them damn kids would have been homeless if it weren't for James.
Okay, you're right, and I appreciate you.
Okay, you appreciate me. Well, show me. Show me. Don't tell me. Show me.
Are you busy tomorrow?
What the hell we talking about tomorrow for? James can die tonight. I ain't get that money out the cash machine tomorrow. I got it out when you asked for it. Didn't it come out fast? What is that? I don't want to hear none of it.
Okay, you're right, but you loud. The kids may hear you. Like, can we go to the car?
Yeah, we go to the car. I'm gonna be loud in the car.
We just about to talk, Mr. James.
Talk. You think James roll over here to talk? Let me tell you something. You either gonna throw that ass back or you can get James that cash back. I ain't got time to play with you. Figure it out. Come on. Come on. Don't stop fucking around. Take these off.
No.
Why?
That's too much work.
You want me to take it off for you?
No, I don't, Mr. James. No.
What's really the problem?
I got a headache.
I don't even want to fuck with your head. I don't want to fuck with your head. I just need you from the neck down. That's it.
Okay, well, my stomach was hurting too.
Okay, you know what? Everything hurting. It ain't hurt your motherfucking ass to ask me for no money the other day.
Yeah.
That didn't hurt, did it?
No, it didn't.
So it shouldn't hurt for you to pull them pants down and throw that ass up in the air for me.
I didn't know I had to do all that though.
What you thought the shit was free? You thought, oh, that little pussy thought Jane was dumb. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Give my money back. Give my money back. Give my money back.
I ain't gonna lie, Mr. James. I'm scared.
Scared of what?
I heard old men give you worms.
James ain't got no damn worms. James ain't got no worms. James ain't never had worms. Only thing James ever had, I had a little touch of some chlamydia, and that was back in '88.
Okay.
That's been gone. I've been got that cleared up. You gonna be all right.
The only reason why I asked you for that money was because I was in a bind.
And if you was in a bind, then let that little pussy be mine. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you, not hurt you. Now, which one do you want? Do you want the help or the hurt?
I want the help.
Then come here. Come get it.
I just can't.
What you mean you can't? Where you going? Where you going?
I can't
Don't do this shit to me. Well, give my motherfucking money back then.
I'm sorry. Like, I can't do this. I'm sorry.
So you gonna just leave?
Yes.
You gonna take my money and leave?
I'm sorry,
I should
Mr.
burn this motherfucker down.
I'm sorry.
I should burn this motherfucker down. You gonna do this to me? Next time you need some help, ho, call Jesus.
And the gun is on a roll, turning back the clock. John Cena takes out Paul. F5 to the champion. And McIntyre with a Claymore. Stop onto the briefcase. Back to his feet. Now the power of Gunther. Get ready up for the powerbomb. Choke slam to the body.
He is rallying tonight with the Viper back in the center of the ring. Oh! Look at this man. Running the barricade.
Lifted up over the table with a back.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Kevin Owens, though.
Oh! Did you hear that?
I felt it.
Did you hear that?
He just killed Aaron.
Cena looks to put him away. Cena now. The attitude adjuster. There is just no.
This was our dream dessert as a kid in the 90s. We all wanted this. And it's crazy because these commercials with the crystal and the jazz saxophone playing in the background and tuxedos, they really had us thinking that this was like something so out of touch. Man, this thing was only about $5-6 and I'm so mad I never had it. I want it.
Viennetta from Briars. One slice is
This was our dream.
Person said he smoked weed before every game. Yeah. Did you guys party that hard, Cam? Damn.
Shit, we was untouchable in Gainesville. I ain't gonna lie. I was so disappointed in the documentary because they left out so much.
What did they leave out?
Shit, Percy. Go talk to Percy. Shit. Go talk to Charlie Strong. Shit, go talk to Joe Hayden. You see what I'm saying? Right. Ask them the real. And they would have did that shit for free. Fuck all the Netflix deals and all that shit. Like, we need to tell, you want to tell the real story? Shit, that was a very toxic locker room where we still had success. But damn, it was a combination of a lot of talent that was boiling over. Right. And there was times where it was just unmanageable, right. And then there was also times where it was a thing of beauty, where it was a competition every day, every practice. Like, we competed. And even though Tim Tebow was a person who I wanted to be better than, Tim Tebow made everybody better because he competed. Right. That energy that he had, that screaming, that roaring, and that that's something that could connect with. And he connected with everybody else, even the stadium.
They win the national championship the year before you got there, correct?
Yes, as I was enrolling, they were winning
the
the
championship.
Yes, sir.
Tim Tebow's already there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because Chris Leak is the starter. Tim Tebow comes in. They got packages for him.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be the starter next year, unless you being Cam, and I know how you think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get this job.
Yeah, but that's not how I was recruited though.
Okay.
I was recruited at the minimum with your skill set. You will have a package.
You have a package also,
just like Tebow had.
Okay.
And that wouldn't.
Okay. Hey, y'all won the national championship. A lot of these guys coming back.
I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at the style of runs. I'm saying to myself, like,
that's me.
I could do it. That's me. To get my feet wet in the SEC as a freshman. 4 plays a game just to run, man, I could do that. Fuck, I mean, let's play linebacker early on in my rec ball, and then I transitioned into running back.
Right.
Then that transitioned into I could throw the further, so now you can play quarterback. Right. So these things is a part of my whole thing that embodied who I was as a player.
So you get there, and it's not shaping up kind of how what they had told you or the way you envisioned it, because all of a sudden you're not getting these 4 to 5 plays a game.
Right.
And so, did you have a conversation with Urban?
Urban he didn't want to talk to me. I wasn't important enough for Urban to talk to me. And granted, you got to think about it like this. Do you even have a voice to talk when the person you're trying to talk about is the Heisman frontrunner?
Yeah.
So I had a conversation with my father to say, like, Pop, it's time to kind of rethink this thing, because I would not have wanted a backup to me to have the energy to say, I only can play if he get hurt. I'm not that type of person.
Right. You don't want to put that negative in.
I'm an ultimate pro. I'm an ultimate teammate. Like, I wanted people to succeed. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want Tebow to get hurt. He's the greatest college football player to some people. You know what I'm saying? And it's subjective. If not number 1, he top 5. Right. And Tim Tebow is owed a large portion of who Cam Newton really is. Because just the same way I gave you what sparked my aggression or my competitive nature with Jimmy Clausen, it sparked the same thing with Tim Tebow. Being around Aaron Hernandez, the Pouncey twins, Chris Rainey, Joe Hayden, Carlos Dunlap, Major Wright, Percy Harvin, like Brandon James, Brandon Spikes, Lewis Murphy, all these great players that I was around, I would have been a fool not to take what they were doing and what made them great and apply it to my journey in JUCO as well as Auburn.
Right. So some things transpired. You get into a little trouble with a computer, and you end up.
But that wasn't the reason why I left. The reason why I left, like, did I get in trouble? Yes. That was already taken care of.
Okay.
Prior to me leaving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't get kicked out of
Florida.
But
see, that's how they framed the story.
Yeah, I didn't get kicked out of Florida.
Okay.
I left Florida.
Okay.
And when Tebow announced that, and by the way, I'm coming back, I said,
it was a no-brainer, did it? Oh, yeah.
I gotta leave now. I wasn't playing when you was here. So, and then for Urban's sake, you couldn't even identify who the backup was between me and John Bradley. I'm like, bro, what are we going on? We fighting for scraps? Y'all can have this. Cool. If it was up to me, did I want to leave? Hell nah. Because them were my brothers.
Right.
Like, we built real relationships over that 2-year span that I was there. We worked out together, we trained together, we bled together, we cried together, we sweated together, we prepared together. And I'm seeing guys like Joe Hayden play early. As a freshman, I said, damn, bro, I would love to have an opportunity to play. Marquise Pouncey playing early. Man, I would have loved to. Aaron Hernandez playing early. I would have loved to be out there. And those things when they like, bro, like, we'll go back to the dorms and have these conversations like, bro, that shit was lit. Like, bro, like, you see all those people in there? I said to myself, damn, I wish
I saw them, but they weren't cheering for me.
You know, the main, everything, all the reasons why I went to Florida was accomplished other than me playing. And that's why I had to leave. And at that time, they didn't have a transfer portal. So I had to get it out the mud. Urban Meyer had to sign off to where I transferred to.
Right.
He gave certain restrictions. You cannot transfer to in-state school. So FAU, FIU, Florida State, Miami. I couldn't go to none of them.
Right.
And I couldn't go
anywhere in the SEC.
So I said, how do I clear all that so I can go anywhere? I got to go JUCO. I said, shit, I'm going JUCO. And on top of that, what really ticked me the fuck off was when my father had called Urban to ask for a championship ring. He didn't give me a championship ring. So that really was my driving force to becoming the player who I was. I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to go get my own. Got one at JUCO, got one at Auburn. And if I could paint it the way I wanted to paint it, while I was at Auburn, there was an opportunity for Auburn to play Florida in the SEC championship.
That's what you wanted. That what you wanted, Cam?
No racial slur, but boy, they would have seen the baboon out that motherfucker. I would have showed my whole ass. Boy, that's what I wanted. I wanted to prove to them that they fucked up, they made a mistake. I knew that was my point to prove I was better than Tebow. That was my opportunity to prove that y'all fucked up. That was my opportunity to prove that this could have been y'all, but you played me. And there was times where I would be the first person to tell you while I was at the University of Florida, I was not the maturest person that I needed to be to lead that team. Right. And I would take responsibility for that. But who I grew to be, nobody was fucking with me.
Bro, what the hell is this contraption? Bro, what? Damn dumbbell, half rubber, half iron. Bro does not know what he wants to identify as. Damn, bro. Damn, bro, these just the 70-pound dumbbells. Usually crushing his weight. Damn, bro. Are these really the old school ropes? Why the hell they gotta be so big? Oh, no, these old school ropes hitting way different. They got a lot better feeling to them than the new school ropes. This literally has to be the world's oldest chest press machine. This thing looked like it was before Ronnie Coleman's time. Ain't no way in hell this damn thing is really 25 pounds. This is just like the brand of this cap.
A $40 Super Saiyan 3 Shaboing Boing? I've never seen it in my life. This should be illegal in all 50 states. Run that bite back.
Bruh.
That bite was nasty work. Why'd you start biting the glizzy from the middle like that? And what's that all over you? Nah.
Hey, yo!
Nah, dog. There gotta be a book written on, like, hot dog glizzy eating etiquette. A $40 Super Saiyan.
Hey, where you at?
Just chilling right now. What's going on with you?
Can you meet me at the park? I have a surprise for you.
Do you?
Yes, you know you've been traveling a lot on your business.
Alright, give me like a few minutes. I'll be up there.
Alright, bye.
Boy.
Call him now.
Wait, right now? Call him and try to make plans with him too.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up with you?
So no, I'm just chilling. What's up?
Nothing. I'm in your city. I'm trying to see you.
Oh, man. You like to tell me you was coming.
I want to surprise you.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be possible today.
Oh, alright.
Well, how long are you going to be in town for?
You know, a couple days or whatever.
A couple of days? Well, we could do that.
I'll have it you later.
Alright.
Bye.
Wait, you know goddamn well why he said no to chilling right now. Let's wait right here, wait for him like over there, and we'll watch from far away.
How are you? I got a surprise for you.
I'm not signing a prenup unless Shorty getting as much money as I get, or more than me. If you're not getting more than me, you have to sign a prenup. It just works like that for me. I don't get it. I don't know why love needs to be defined by a piece of paper. Why we can't just be love each other and do paper? What paperwork got to do with it? Look at Remy and Pat. Shit going crazy all weekend over that. Shit, wow, man. All because of this piece of paper. They was black love. Now, I'm not taking nobody's side. Remy's my friend and Pap's my friend. I don't have a side in this. All because of some paper. Shit is messy all weekend. Remy pulling out pawn shop receipt, talking about her Cartier bracelet is missing. Pap talking about he knocked it out that she dating. This has been a mess all weekend. You know why? Because of this piece of paper. When you're a girlfriend or boyfriend, just leave. And I know Squad is right. You ain't staying that long to where you think you live here. Because they'll run that too, fellas. Don't get caught up in that. Try and kick her out, and it's been 8 months, and now she got squatters' rights and all that shit. Yo, get that 10-day joint, go home for 10 and come back for 10 if you really like her. Because at the end of the day, it's too many laws for the person without the money. Now, you know who's probably a sucker to all the females? Now, it's cool when they do it. It's probably when Kevin Federer do it. Kevin Federer is up $100 million off of 3 wives. Britney Spears, forget the other 2 actresses, but women to say he's a sucker. Because he doing what Dre or somebody doing. Somebody with more money is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shout out to Kevin Federer.
What happened with the Pap and Remy thing?
You don't know what's going on?
How was that graduation?
Oh, it's all over the place. Yeah, you ain't gonna catch up on this show. You gotta go to the shade room and start from Thursday. Basically, it's been alleged over the last 2 years probably that she was dating the battle rap dude that she was messing with.
Yeah, I heard of that.
And that's been confirmed now that Pap is going out with Clarissa. What happened was this. Clarissa won the Breakfast Club and basically, to me, she didn't diss Remy, my personal opinion. I can't tell Remy how to feel. But she's like, you know, females are a little emotional, but you know, Clarissa talked crazy. She wasn't talk crazy. And Remy just went off on Pap after that, saying he ain't see the kid and this, that, and the third, and pawn shot receipts. Then Pap got on. Pap really don't talk. Pap got on live and he was talking for about an hour. Then Remy came back and
Pat was talking for an hour?
Yeah, he was talking for an hour.
Pat don't say
Yeah,
nothing.
he don't talk a lot. And you know what was the illest joint for me out this? Like I said, we can't catch up all on the show. But last thing I'll say was Pat played the voice recordings of Remy. And this was trying to be one of the most gaffles I ever heard. Shout out to Remy for even trying it. I'm gonna give Remy the credit for even trying it. And like I said, I have no dog in the race. They both my friends, both of them. But Remy told Pat. So Pat knocked it out. Pat saying that homeboy gave him a 5 after he's his wife and he didn't know he was. So Pap's attitude is, you don't shake no
yeah.
that has sex with your wife. So he's like, basically, whenever I see him, I'm knocking him out. So Pap knocked him out. And then Remy called him, I guess it's a Remy event, Remy called and said, yo, now you wild out. Now I got to be with the so he don't press charges and do all the wild shit. Now I can't even curve the I was just about to curve him. Now I got to make sure he good because you wilding. And I was like,
Remy, yeah. Remy playing uptown games with yeah. Remy gotta chill.
Yeah. But you hear her, and he played the voice note, so it was crazy how passionate she was about it. She's basically like, nah, come on now you gonna do that? When I was just about to stop with the now I gotta make sure we good, so I gotta stay next to the I'm like, you going for that? So I'm like, all right, if you wanna go for that, good. Yeah. I don't know if it was true or not, Rem. I'm sorry, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke with Rem, man.
Yeah.
Pap got a type though. He like them joints that can protect themselves. He definitely do.
That's sad. That's sad.
But see, I like the last Remy got a show. Pardon me, not a show. A song with Fat Joe called "Summertime." I heard it a few months ago, and I was like, Rem must be off parole, man. She talking spicy. Her first 2 bars said, "I my friend over a band, and imagine what I do to her. I can't stand." I said, yeah, I don't want no problems with Rem. Rem did friend over a band and then rapped about it and said, if I do that to the people I love, what I do to you. Some tough bars right there.
This goes back to how we get here over love, right?
Yeah. Sign the prenup.
Oh, gosh.
Get the prenup, man.
Stop it. You know I love you. Stop it. You know I Hey, come here for a second.
Yep.
So, this is where the pots and pans go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know you don't spend a lot of time down here, but,
Wow.
I mean, we have a lot of them, don't we?
Yeah, I didn't know we had this red one.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. All right.
So this, this is the lint screen I've been talking about.
Oh, okay.
See that?
What is that?
Lint.
So what am I supposed to do with that?
Clean it off.
Oh.
Yeah,
Every time?
every time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you take it off and you throw it away.
Okay.
Yeah, not next to the garbage can. In it.
Got it.
Cool.
Alright.
You want to see the garbage can?
No.
Hey, so take a look at this uncharted territory for me.
Where? Behind here?
Yeah, all in the back there. What do you notice?
Wow, it's dirty.
Right. Yeah, it's because when you clean, you're supposed to clean back there too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the bathroom doesn't just cut off in front of the toilet, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Wow, it's crazy.
Yeah, have a sit down.
Okay.
So, I just wanted to show you, this is our dirty clothes basket.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times you get so close. Like right there, so close. Like almost like you don't even see it. But now that you know what it looks like.
Okay, so this is where you need me to put them.
Usually, yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool. When did we buy this? I didn't even know we had this.
I'm looking for Casey. That's what we came here for, right?
I'm Casey. Who the f are you? Wait.
Why? You got me f***ed up.
You're Casey?
Casey is a f***ing man.
You're Casey? You're Casey?
You mean to tell me?
Wait, you're the person that was texting him?
Yes. What you shocked for?
This is his wife of 12 years.
That's the wife? You down low? That's the type of shit we doing? And you got a f***ing son? Are you down?
And a daughter.
Yo, get him. Get him.
Yo, you have a whole family. You have a whole family.
No. Your kid's about to have 2 dads. You're embarrassing. Get the f*** back. You get the f*** You're embarrassing. Are you gonna leave your ass right here?
Hold up. I lost your wife.
What you wasted those 10 years for? You ain't getting younger.
Yo, look, I got kids, man, with her, bro.
We can
It's
take
not
care
that
of
simple.
them.
We gotta talk. Look.
I gotta go. Let's go.
people really don't understand the clinginess of a Maine Coon. Like, please, can I have some space, please? He just gonna come right back. He don't care. He never gave a damn. If only I had a man like this. I'll never have a long time. And then it's always my titties. Like, he always gotta put a paw on my titty. Like, I get they soft, but I'm gonna need you to back up, son. For real. Like, there's no way his hair should be in my eyelashes. Like, that's how close this boy be on me. There's nothing I can do to make him leave me alone. Leave me alone. Like, I love him to death, y'all. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted a clingy cat. But this is a bit out of control. Okay, sometimes mommy just wants to be alone, baby. Yeah. I'm gonna try and lay somewhere else. Look, he just gonna come right back. You have to touch me, huh? You just have to, like, you have to be in my face. I love you too.
To be showing out, man. Look at my man beard now. Now look at this. He going down the stairs right now. Watch his scene. Okay. Now watch when watch the door. Watch his beard when he open the door. How thick his beard get. Look. Look at this beard. Tubi, come on, man. That's crazy. To be showing.
You know, it's interesting. They ran up on me on TMZ asking me about, like, our BBLs going out of fashion. And that was the question because people are talking about that and saying, like, it's going out of style. Carlos, you look so confused.
I didn't know that was a fashion thing.
Yeah, because, well, Dream Doll recently was saying that she was getting rid of hers and that she feels like it's not in
Getting
anymore.
rid of it like a dog? Like, that's like you can just get rid of it?
You can get, like, Black China just did it. Angela White, she got.
Get the injections out
Yeah, you
and
get
all
them
that?
taken out. You can get it removed.
Oh, so BBLs is like rentals? I mean, that's what it sounds like.
It's still a surgery.
Yeah,
I don't know why women
That's-
don't believe men when we say it don't even matter. Men like natural bodies.
Some
They
dudes.
got all them BBLs for other women. Now that they see that that's what it was for, now they want to backtrack it. Men ain't never cared about nothing like
But does
that.
it matter to you either way? Do you have a preference, or is it like whatever? If it looks good, it looks good.
I prefer natural.
Okay.
Cause I like my titties with no scars and no hard nothing. I just whatever you brought that you grew up with, bring that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very accepting of body. Bring me long, saggy, stretchy, spongy, squishy.
Yeah, I feel like you like saggy too. I feel like you
I
said
do,
that. Yeah.
because I feel titties supposed to sag.
Yeah.
They let you know exactly
He said spongy.
what she been through in life. It is supposed to be a little spongy. Like when it bounce back.
Stop groping yourself like that. It's
Oh,
weird.
that's inappropriate.
You turning her on. That's what it is.
It's
You know, she's freaking. She's freaking.
edit this.
But
No, man, men are very accepting. Way more accepting than we'll ever give credit for.
Yeah, I if I had a preference, it would be natural, just because that's who you are, and I want you to be comfortable enough with who you are before you try to get me to accept who you are. You know what I mean? But I'm not discriminating against anybody. The only thing is, I've seen women that I know personally that got them, and they act like you supposed to forget who they were before they had them. It's like, ma'am, no, you're not a different human being because you got your butt bigger. Like, you still the same person. So your personality changing based on your physical attributes is something that I can never get with. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be accepting of women's body. Have you ever seen balls? Balls is some scary looking shit.
Oh my god.
Never seen a ball sack?
I mean, that's
Next time you sit, just look at your
that's
own balls.
That's
and be
the
like,
question I always
"These
have
look
for
like
women.
brown scrambled eggs.
Yeah. That's a question I always have for women. Like, if we was starting to get,
What if women got mad because your balls was wrinkly?
Yeah, you went and got, like Dave Chappelle said, smooth nuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Niggas was walking around with smooth balls. Like, yeah, I just got my balls done. Yeah, I just went and got my balls done. I got this pamper on. I got to wear this pamper for 3 weeks till my balls heal.
Balls
Like,
is scary
There's a
looking.
reason
man.
balls look like that.
yeah, there's a reason your butt look like that,
well, no,
too.
because then when they expand, they do smooth out a little.
How did you know that?
I've seen
Because
them
she
up
know
close.
about balls. When
Yeah.
you cold, your balls get close to your body. When you hot, your balls just balls take up space.
You know, because it fills up with right? Don't your balls fill up right before?
See, this is the
Wait.
controversy. Because you think you slick. You always ask like you confused. So don't your nuts, like, grow?
Yeah,
or
they
do they
do.
not?
That's
What-
why they got to be wrinkly so
But
that they can fill out
you
the
know the
wrinkles.
answer to these questions, Angela. You did lip service. There's no sexual
I don't think we've
question
ever
that
had
you
that.
have never asked or been talked to about. You've been doing this too long. You know what I mean? What's that old white lady name?
Dr. Ruth.
Yeah, you the
She passed
black
away, I
Dr.
know.
Ruth.
Rest in
You-
peace to Dr.
I don't
Ruth.
think you get the credit. You definitely the black Dr. Ruth. If you'd have came out 10 years earlier, we'd have never met you. You'd have been out of here.
I'd
You'd
have
have
been
been
outta
all
here.
the way out of here.
Him up in here sleeping peacefully, dreaming about. Ooh!
Hey,
Ooh,
hey,
Dirty
hey,
Apple.
who else
You
did
okay?
that?
You having a bad dream? You okay? I came in here. You.
All I heard was pow.
I came in here. You was tweaking. You good?
Thought Mike Tyson hit me, goddammit. What my face hurt?
I thought you was having a bad dream. I knew you was having a bad dream.
Man, there's so many things about people tell me, man, this is a little bit on the chewy side, and stuff like that. Well, they tell me that until they come. It's really a 50-50 chance when you come and eat ribs that I do, that I pull the membrane off, right? So I want to grab a paper towel, and I'm using this for grip, right? So I'm going to pull this just a little bit, just enough so I can get a good grip with the paper towel. And look, we just pull this off. Now, what you see right here, I got yellow mustard. This is what we call a binder. A binder can be anything, even right here, because I'm gonna be spraying the ribs. You know what I mean? This is just an apple cider mix, and it's mixed with water, right? So it's one part. Real simple. I could have sprayed that on there, but I'm gonna do it the way that I normally do it. I just like using the, I like to, you know, just paint the mustard on, right? So I'll do like this, and I'm gonna get it all over. Notice I'm doing the sides. We wanna get rub everywhere. I'm getting ready to take all of my dry, add them here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just getting ready to whisk all of this together, right? You see we got brown sugar. Now, let me go ahead and do this part right here. Why I have it in here. Now, I just wanna show you folks, watch how it covers. It's just a little hard to do when you have it and you just sprinkling it on, right? Look at that right there. That's why I like to put it always in a shaker. And we wanna get a little bit there. So, we gonna come on over here. I'm still have it vented. You know what I mean? I slowed down my process because we want to, you know, have our temp. We want to do them nice and low and slow, right? So I'm going to run these a little bit on the higher side. They'll be running about 275, right? So as you guys see right here, I got a water trough. That's to keep the moisture inside of here. Then I got my coals. So just to give you the setup, all my coals are pushed over here on that side, right? Meaning I don't want to put my ribs over there, right? I want to put them over here on the non-direct side over my water pan right here. That way I can keep the moisture in here and I don't have to worry about burning, no drips, no flare-ups or nothing like that, right? So here's another key. Let's move this over here like this. I'm getting ready to put this on here like that. The way you put your ribs on the grill is the way they're gonna cook, right? So I like to take them and do something like push them in like almost like an accordion. That's what I want to see right there. Nice and straight, and they'll cook that way, right? So let's get a little separation in here because we want the heat to go all the way through, you know, to be able to travel. I can go a little further so I can pick these up and put these here, right? And move these over just a little bit. Notice how I'm pushing them like that, and then notice how they stay straight. Just quality meat, no trimming. This right here is right. I'm gonna close my hood. Right, I already have it vented. I'm gonna wait till my temperature, you know, comes back to temp. So once I'm about, you know, 275 and it's holding, then we set a timer. I'm gonna probably go about an hour, then I'm gonna take a look at them, right? And then we're gonna see, does it need to be sprayed? And then I'm gonna talk to you guys about spritz. The key is, listen, when you're using the, you know, a kettle grill, you don't wanna keep looking, right? They got that saying, if you looking, you ain't cooking. So we don't wanna let it out. We got it vented just right to hold this temp. Now we had an hour and 10 minutes in. Let's take a look at them. All right, so I see they nice and still, you know, look, they moist. I don't need to spray, which is the term is spritz, right? I don't need to put none of that on there. You man, this is fine. Now, I'll give you guys a pro tip. What I like to do is I like to rotate. Since this is the first half of the cook, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this over, right? And then I'm gonna, you know, turn them over because we want everything to pull and work and be equal. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and spray these just so you guys know so you can get the full effect. Sometimes you open these up and they'll be a little bit on the dry side. Like you can look right here and see it might be a little bit on the dry side, but you can still see it's moist, right? So I just take my spritz, my spray, right? And I just give it a little, that's it. You don't want to soak it. You don't want to make none of your rub come off or nothing like that. But this right here is doing just fine. Now, we already vented properly. I'm going to go ahead and close this, let the temp build back, and I'm going to set another timer for another hour and 10 minutes. All right, so now we're finna take a look. Look, this is another hour and 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. You see that right there? Look at the color. That's the seasoning, y'all. Once you guys put that rub on here, you guys gonna achieve that type of color too. Now, everybody wanna know like, hey, can you give me the time? Like I told you, first hour and 10 and the second hour and 10. Remember after the first, I rotated, turned everything so we can get even, you know, cook on it, right? I'm gonna tell you how I know. Let me see if I can do it this way. I look at it like this. I like to see just a little bit more bend before I move on to the next stage, right? So I have it this way, this time. Now I'm gonna put it over here. Like this. And I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna check this one also. Right? I like to see just a little bit more bend. So I'm gonna let this go for about another 30 more minutes. You know what I mean? And then once I get like the shape that I'm looking for, that's when I'm gonna move on, you know, to the next phase, right? We close it, and then I'm gonna set a timer for about 30 more minutes and just check to see where I'm at. Then we're gonna move on. When I talk about the next phase, we're gonna do a little wrap. This is where we're gonna get it nice and tender, and we're gonna put that glaze on it and all of that. Woo! We got like some nice color. Look at how that is right there. You see that? How it's a little bit more pliable. There we go. Now, I'm gonna take this, bring this over here, right? And what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna show it to you, then I'm gonna flip this over like this, because this is gonna be the way we put it down. Just give it a little moisture right here. Whew. Boy, I seasoned that just right. Let me go ahead and take this other one off. All right, so what I did was I got myself 4 sheets of aluminum, right? Aluminum foil. Now this part right here is real simple, right? You just want to take some brown sugar, and what I do is I just put it down like this, right? Then I'm gonna take my knife and cut me some, I don't know what to call them. They're not quite tablespoons, but I usually use the verbiage dollops, right? Of butter. You guys gonna love this, right? Then, remember we had that, our spritz right here? So look, give it a little moisture, right? Because what we're gonna do is put it back on the grill and we're gonna let it steam, and this is what's gonna tenderize it and get it super, super soft, right? And that's already hot. Yeah, I can tell you right off the back, as soon as you put your ribs down like this, it's gonna start to melt the butter. That's exactly what you want, right? So we take a little bit more of our spray. I do the same thing for the backside. And then we just go ahead and start our wrap, right? And the reason I use 2 layers, because sometimes, we start to handle these a little bit on the rough side. We poke a hole. So having 2, keep it mostly sealed. That way we can form that, that steam in the inside. Remember, this is the top, so I'm gonna put it in just like this. And then we repeat for the second set. Now once you get through with these, and I got it, it's might be a little bit of a process for you, but I promise you, when you serve these, everybody gonna wanna know, hey, when did you become a pit master? Now, we're gonna put them in like this, and I'm gonna put them down, meat side down, right? So that means the bones, the thin side, the membrane side is facing up, right? Try not to poke no holes. Remember, we wanna generate that steam, right? So we put it over there. Now I put the top on, and I'm gonna set a timer for probably about 45 minutes just to see where we at. I'm gonna be able to check it because I'm gonna use my meat probe, right? So I'll be able to stick that probe inside that meat. I'll be able to check to see how tender it is by the way it, goes in the meat. This right here, foolproof. Okay, folks, listen, we approaching 1 hour, right? I'm gonna tell you how I know. Remember I talked to you guys about the probe? Now I'm gonna take this probe right here, right? And I'm just gonna do it, well, let's do it this way. I'll turn it upside down like that, right? So when I stick this in here, that was a bone, so I hit it right, yeah, it's tender. Right, so I'm gonna check this other one. And I got it. I've been barbecuing so long, you guys are probably thinking like, man, how's he touching that hot foil like that? Listen, I got them chef fingers. Yeah. Now, before I pick this up, because this right here is hot, I just want to show you. I put on my gloves on top of some cut-resistant cotton gloves underneath, right? So to give me a little buffer, so I'm able to take them. You can see they're nice and soft. You know what I mean? Do a little bit of drainage, grab them, and bring them in just like that. Look at those right there. Now, let me get this other one over. Let me get it out, and I'm gonna give you 2 options. Okay, so look, this is what I want to explain, and you guys talk to me and tell me if I'm right about this. Everybody don't like to have barbecue sauce on top of their ribs, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just do one with the barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna take this one, and that's probably gonna be the culprit right there, right? So I'm gonna take this one and put it in. I just want it to set, right? So let me move the cutting board out the way. I'm gonna bring this over here, and since this is gonna be the one, I'm gonna put both of them back in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and just coat it. This is my barbecue sauce. You know what I mean? I'll put it like a little blend for you guys to make one, or just use your, your favorite. Right? But when you put this on here like this, we're gonna put it back in there, not covered, not wrapped, or nothing like that. We're gonna let that Kingsford do its work, to continue to do its work. And I wanna tell you this, listen, just the flavor profile off of that. When you open the hood of however you're making these, I can promise you this, you're gonna say, okay, I know what we're doing, and I know it's gonna be fire, because just from the aromatic, just from the charcoal briquettes, right? And that's all we're gonna do. All we need is about 10 to 15 minutes inside. Everything is set right on the top. It'll firm it up just a little bit. Then I'm gonna go get my slicer. Hey, and don't forget, I told you it pairs very, very good with Cheetos mac and cheese. Super easy to make. I promise you folks, for just the quickness and the flavor, how bold and everything is. Listen, I'm not finna over talk it. We finna just make them. Now, listen, we got the ribs in the inside, right? Remember, I went ahead and put the barbecue sauce on one rib and left the other one, you know, just the regular way. That's probably like how you guys are gonna make it, right? So now we talked about the pairing. The pairing is great, and I'm pairing it with these Cheetos mac and cheese. Super easy, quick to make. Instructions right here on the box. It'll tell you what you need is 6 cups of boiling water, right? So I already have 6 cups going. That's already boiling, right? So the next thing I wanna do is open up my box, and I wanna add, you know, my pasta noodles in the inside. Take out my packet and get those going. Now once you get them in the inside, you want to just go ahead and give them a stir. You don't want them to stick, right? So I'll leave them like that. Hurry up, put this top on, and I'm gonna set a timer for 7 minutes. All right, my timer just went off, 7 minutes. Let me drain these, hit them in the colander, and do not rinse. All right, you can see the steam nice and hot. So I said put it in the colander, don't forget, you gotta put your noodles back in your pot, right? So now what we wanna do is, we wanna get 4 tablespoons of butter. Right, I'll go ahead and get this one. We add that. 1/3 cup milk. And then we add our packet that came in the box. Look at the color, folks. We did say Cheetos, right? Right off the back, you can smell it. All right. Now we take it and we let the heat from the noodles go ahead and help everything to marinate, you know, and melt together. Look at this right here. Oh, man. Look at how creamy that is. Now I'm getting ready to plate it. The ribs is ready to come out. So let's get it. Okay, folks, as you can see, both of them are done. Look, this just set. You don't see as much wetness on the top. This is the one where we didn't put no barbecue sauce on it, and this is the one we did. Now, I'm partial to the barbecue sauce. I know you guys can say what you want to say, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this down just like this, right? So I'm going to trace this bone. You know what I mean? Let's get down in here. Look at that. Nice. It's tender. Cuts through just like that, right? So I'll lift this up right now so you guys can just see it. Look at that right there.
Let's talk about that period that you went through in your life. You get the $130 million contract. At the time, you were the highest paid player in the NFL.
Yep.
Mike, I lived in Atlanta when you were in Atlanta, and you might have been, you were as popular, if not more popular than Chipper Jones. And everybody, if you from Georgia, they know what
Chipper. Shout out to Chip.
And so I'm thinking to myself, Mike, you could have had a car dealership. You could have had about 5 or 6 McDonald's. You could have had franchise after franchise. You get that money. What made you to think to say, you know what, I want to do something that, I don't know if you thought that what you did was that harmful, but I'm saying a dogfighting ring, that's what you get. You probably got 25 million aside.
Yeah. I mean, I had 13 million in the bank when I was, 25, 26 years old and didn't know what to do with it.
Right.
That's where I come from.
Right.
You know, by the time I end up taking
You ain't think about a car wash? You ain't think about a barbershop?
I was young. I went to Arthur Blank and I told him, I said, Mr. Blank, he used to always come to me like, you're spending all your money. This is real story, true talk. And I'm like, nah, I got $15 million in the bank. I don't know what to do with this money.
Right.
I got everything I want. Every car, every house, whatever. I don't know what to do, and there's more coming.
Got mom situated.
Yeah. So I'm like, I got to protect this now. So I'm like, introduce me to some people.
Right.
And help me, grow this.
Right.
And so we had to sit down and it kind of went crazy. And that's, to be determined. But yeah, man, I was taking those steps to invest my money properly, and money was put into Union City, Atlanta. Was gonna build a city, strip malls and restaurants, and we had a grant. So I was getting there.
Right.
I was turning the car. I was doing what I was supposed to do. And then I ended up, as I started to turn the corner, as I started to see life different, I got a young, daughter at the time. I got a son that's like 4, and as I'm starting to make change, it was just a little too late.
Right.
It was a little too late, and then I ended up going through that, and they took everything from me.
Right.
They took everything, Shannon. Like I had $8 million like invested in the city. They took it all. I'm like, how you do that?
So in other words, they thought that the money that, even though you're a professional athlete, they think that the money that you got it through ill-gotten means, that you got that through the ring.
No, I earned that. I earned that. That came from my play.
Right.
I saved everything. I might have spent close to maybe liquid, maybe like $2 million.
Right.
But it was just so much bread.
Whose idea was it? Say, hey, Mike, I got this great idea. Because normally homeboys come in, they got a car wash, or they go to get you to the club.
Yeah.
Hey, homeboy, we ought to open this club.
Yeah.
With your money. You take all the risk.
Your money.
Everybody got all these ideas, Mike, with your money now. Ain't nobody else bringing anything to the table but an idea.
Right.
No money,
right.
idea. So when they came to you, say, hey, Mike, I think we can do this. Because, with any business, it has to have a business model, business plan. You got to get dogs. You want to get the best dogs from all around the world. You might have to import dogs from Argentina, wherever they do that at. You might have to import the dogs.
Right.
Okay, now we got to build out. We got to build kennels to house the dogs.
I will say this. That had nothing to do with any of my friends.
That was you?
Yeah, I grew up under that. So, like, I grew up seeing that, grew up watching it. So it just never, I still had the hood in me.
Right.
I still had the hood in me, and it's like, yo, we gonna stay true to our roots.
Mike, you worked your ass off. You had a lot of homeboys that didn't work as hard as you and stayed there. You worked your ass off to leave there in order to just to go back.
Yeah, but nobody never
visit.
Nobody never went to prison though.
You didn't think?
Yeah, so I'm like,
I know
I'm
about.
you know,
I'm from a small town in the South.
Yeah,
and I know about dog
so you
fighting
can relate.
going.
Yeah,
but I had never heard of anybody going to jail either.
Me neither. So so that's why I was like, so I didn't go to prison for that.
Right.
I went to prison for interstate commerce.
Right.
Which was kind of confusing. Like, damn, okay, so laws and rules had to be changed in order to make it so that But look, that's water under the bridge.
Right.
Got a documentary coming out to talk about it all,
okay.
and just kind of clearing the air on
Right.
the big misconceptions and the way I'm perceived. It's like,
You didn't have-
I don't take anything away. I don't blame anybody but myself for everything. But it's some things that I do feel like I got to take advantage of in a lot of situations.
I look at it like this. You didn't have any homeboys. I mean, like when you first started coming on the show.
My homeboys are shocked though. They wanted nothing but the best for me.
Right.
But they knew I was a hard
Hard
head.
head.
When I not because I had a lot of money and I could make decisions, but they knew like, yo, if we deter Mike from doing this, he ain't gonna do nothing but continue to do. You know what I'm
He
saying?
gonna do it with somebody else. He gonna cut him.
Yeah, so they felt like they felt like they were stuck between a rock and a hard spot with me, and I respect them for that. And I heard the stories of them, wanting me to get away from me, but they didn't know what to do, man.
Right.
Maybe they felt like, man, Mike might cut me off if I go too hard on him, and it's really it's messed up because that's how we was on the right track.
Right.
Everybody, and then when I say they had big plans, big dreams, and we started a sports agency, we was doing a lot of stuff, man. They had sharp ideas, and by the decision that I made, screwed everything up.
You know what to do. Hit the.
We don't run no post dig in the NFL. We don't run those. We run digs. We run a post. We don't run no post dig. That is a high school thing. Like, it really is. Like, you is not about to run no post dig in college. Especially if you're about to go to an SEC school, a big time school. We didn't run no post digs. Like, it's a dig. It's getting to 12 yards or getting to 15 yards and your speed turning inside. It's not no run a pose and then run a dig. No, the quarterback's going to be all messed up.
The touchdown throw he had at the end there, and how much have you seen him grow?
Yeah, I think all touchdowns we love. I don't think there's one touchdown that I haven't loved in my life. So I think we were excited about that. But it's just a beginning. It's just a beginning for myself. It's just a beginning for this football team. And that's something to be excited about. But we look good. We feel good. And I believe we're doing some great things with the Big Blue right now.
The touchdown throw.
GGGG, you nigga. You stole my baby mama for free calls. It's time to take down Pub.
Alpha 50 Cent going crazy on Instagram. Recruit a group of celebrities who love the party.